What's up, everyone? I just got done watching the OtakuAssemble review for, well, I don't know if it was more of a discussion or review. It was more of a discussion, in my opinion. I caught it was about 30 minutes into it, so the first 30 minutes I didn't get into, but I took notes. So the reason why you're not seeing me on full cam is because I have the notes on Notepad, because I typed them on Notepad as I watched the critique slash discussion slash whatever the hell you want to call it. Now, as far as OtakuAssemble goes, I plan on staying subscribed to him. I don't plan on making what he feels about Game of Thrones being my deciding factor towards how I feel about him, but I will at the same time criticize him for what he did with the whole schmeal that is Game of Thrones. Okay, so Larry claims to speak for people who've read the novels. Now, he doesn't directly claim to speak for them, but he acts like somebody who's read the novels. And it seems like the breaking point for him was when Oberyn died to the mountain in episode 8 of season 4. If he had actually read the fucking novels, he would know that Oberyn's death serves as a catalyst to why the other people in Dorne get involved in the story. I feel like he saw it in that moment, let that become his deciding factor about how he felt about the show, and then read about later on, but didn't actually get it even as he fucking read it. Because he gave up because it didn't fit his archetype of a general fucking storyline. But I can't change his mind. I don't plan on changing his mind. I just plan on telling him what I feel about his opinions. I don't consider myself a so-called Otaku Faithful, as anyone with an objective mind would have called you out for what you said between episode 8, episode 9, and now. Anyone would have called you out for that. Your version of the Faithful seems to be people who agree with you, and anyone else that disagrees with you, per se, is alien. They don't get it. For whatever reason, in your mind, they don't get it. Even had I not read the books, i.e. the first 3 books, I haven't read A Feast for Crows, or a Dance of Dragons, but you presume to act like you've read all fucking 5 of them. Even had I not read those 3 novels, I still love the show. Cold Hands was like one of his main arguments. He brought him up a lot when I was watching it. And it seems like the Wiki, either the Game of Thrones Wiki or the Song of Ice and Fire Wiki, seemed to have changed his mind about the show. No, sorry, that doesn't fucking work. You choose the lazy, quick, and easy path to come down on the show just because it doesn't fit your fucking archetype. You don't believe your own arguments. I don't think you believe in your own arguments. You just want to give yourself ground to come down on it. You came down on it, you're like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Oh, I found a reason to come down on it because people that have read the novels are pissed about this, and that. Oh, I'm going to come down on this, and that. Martin you were kind of complaining that there's too much filler in between episodes 1 through 10. You complain that there's too much filler, that they can condense each novel to one season. Hell, George R.R. Martin wants to make it 13 episodes a season. HBO, they're admittedly kind of refusing it at first, but like I said, HBO is going to do what it's going to do. And you seem to come down on the show for the same things that the book does, yet you act like you've read the books even though you just read the fucking wiki. The same people that die in the fucking books die in the fucking novel, up to the point that you criticized it for, i.e. episode 8, season 4. Oberyn does die in the books, yet you act like, oh, his death was the straw that broke the camel's back. Oh my god, I'm gonna freak out and blah. I mean, your friends took a rather passive stance on it, but they're your friends. I don't exactly fault them for it, The adaptation of Game of Thrones, or rather the Song of Ice, a Song of Ice and Fire, it's fine. I mean, you didn't claim to read the books. You don't claim to have read the, page by page the books, so you have absolutely no fucking right to call it a bastardization of the source material. Now, you brought up, what was it, Watchmen. That wasn't a bastardization either. That was not a bastardization at all. Maybe it was an adaptation that didn't need to happen, but it wasn't a bastardization of it. God, I've read the graphic novel, I've watched the movie. They both satisfied me. I would say the novel satisfied me more because there's more to it, but the movie did just fine because you don't understand what an adaptation is. It's meant to fit a certain criteria. A book is meant to fit a certain criteria. It is it is made into an adaptation into a show. It fits a certain criteria. It's adapted into a fucking movie. It fits a certain criteria. Why don't you fucking get it? Why don't you fucking get it? You just come down with your fucking holier-than-thou arguments and belittle people that disagree with you, and you just keep going on and on and on like you're fucking right, but you don't take objective arguments. That's my fucking problem with you. See, I'm so pissed off because I liked you. I still like you. I still get you. I just don't understand why you're taking this stance. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be pissed off. If people that are considered your quote-unquote Otaku Faithful weren't pissed off, then why should you care? Your so-called Otaku Faithful are the ones that are most pissed off at you. Now, sure, you'll get those haters that'll say, hey, you're a faggot. Hey, you're a bitch. Hey, you're a cunt. Hey, you're a whatever. But don't offer any kind of criticism. You took that away from me, admittedly, on good terms. On my part, at least. Because, yes, I was a little drunk at the time. I said things a little too negatively that I can understand why you would ban me from your live streams. So I decided just to take notes and post a video about how I feel about what you said about episode 10. Because I figured, alright, episode 8, I can understand that. It would upset anyone that's not read the books, but has only watched the show. I can understand that. I read up to book 3. I know what the fuck was going to happen up until this point. However, Season 5, Season 6, and anything from there on, complete mystery to me. I don't know what happens. I'll have to read the novels. I'll have to get back into the novels as soon as I find the time. But you go on and you said, oh, I know what happens in the novels because I read the wiki. You goddamn lazy fuck. Oh, I read the wiki. I know everything that happens. But you don't know why it happens. You just know that it happens, but not why. You spoiled the fucking series for yourself, dude. I hope you realize that. You spoiled the series for yourself. And I'm going off an off-script rant from here. But goddamn, dude. Seriously. Fucking get your shit together. But you know what? It doesn't matter. You're not going to review this anymore. Whatever. Okay, so. You got on to... It seems like I've kind of jumped ship a little bit here, but you and the people that you were doing your live stream with took a rather passive stanza on... Okay, that was what I was just covering, that I went into a fucking rant over. Okay, you talked about the adaptation of The Last Airbender. What you said, 100% agree. That movie was shit. And to answer your buddy's question, yes, it's greenlit for a second movie and a third movie. Why is that? I don't fucking know, but you know what? It is. And I say, you know what? Hey, let's pop open a couple of bottles and drink to the fact that this is going to suck ass. In fact, I made a mention that, saw you sucking... Wow. Didn't see you. No. Okay. Saw you drinking beer. I would love to drink over a discussion and show me what content you can do, Otaku. I look forward to it. I look forward to, alright, let's say a second Avatar, Last Airbender, comes out. Hey, If you want me in, I'm in. You and me, we can bash that movie till the fucking cows come home. I would have no problem doing that. Because anybody with their right mind knows that any movie that comes out by M. Night Shyamalan at this point is going to be fucking garbage. And Aragon? Oh, fuck that shit. They haven't greenlit a sequel for that yet. I doubt they ever will. And True Blood, that's coming up this Sunday. Oh, that's going to suck so bad. With the last 2 seasons, it's going to be terrible. Alright, so, I need a little breather here. See you all in like 2 seconds. Okay, so for you, the worst season to you was season 4. And I address you specifically, OtakuAssemble. Season 4 was the worst for you, but it was the most successful for HBO and George R.R. Martin. And I say Martin because he has creative input into each of these seasons. He tries to input as much as he can into each season. However, the directors and the executive producers have the most direct control. However, Martin does have creative control. He does decide what goes where, what happens. It's his fucking story. So, you're not liking the show. Let me get that out of the way off the bat. Not off the bat, but 11 minutes into this. You not liking the show, that's totally fine. It's not for everybody. This is not for everybody. There are some people I even know personally that don't like the show because of the things it does, the way it goes. But your attitude towards those that do not like it is what pisses me off. Because from your perspective, it's like if they don't agree with you, they're not the quote-unquote Otaku Faithful. You don't care for it. That's fine. You don't care for it. It's not your thing. That's totally cool, dude. All you have to say is that it's not your thing and just say, you know what? I'm done. Instead of doing that 4-minute half-ass, nobody gave a shit review that you got like 700 plus dislikes for. I don't know if likes or dislikes or views or whatever matters to you, but that says a lot about your reputation, dude. That gives people an impression of what to think. When they're browsing through your library of uploaded videos, they see that video and they see, oh, wow, he got a lot of dislikes. Oh, what did he do wrong? And then they see it and they're like, oh, so he's that type of guy. I mean, come on. If you're going to criticize a show for being crappy, fucking criticize it for being negative, dude. Don't just fucking lazily do it just because you feel like some kind of... I mean, if you don't care, why should anybody else care about what you think? It's like, if I don't care about how a show works, why should anybody care about how I feel about how a show works? Do you get what I'm saying here? The way your episode 9 review worked, it sounded like you didn't care. So why should anybody care what the fuck you thought because you weren't giving an objective review? You weren't giving people something to maybe contemplate. Go, oh, well, yeah, you were right there, but at the other point, I kind of like that. I disagree with you there. You weren't giving an objective review. You were just saying, I give up on this show because my favorite characters are dead, even though they're dead in the books. And I like to say that, you know, the books, they deviate from the source material a lot. Well, the point you're criticizing the show for, they didn't deviate from, you fucking dipshit. And Anime Rick fucking owned you. Just owned you. He said, I guess I'm taking over this shit. I guess he fucking is because you don't seem to give a flying fuck about where it goes from here when it comes to Game of Thrones. Aside from Cool Hands, which you read on the wiki, and the character that we will not discuss because I'm not a dipshit that will spoil the fucking story for everybody and mention off the fucking get-go. Your buddy Anime Rick gets it. Andrew gets it. KJ kinda got it, but not quite. But you know what? He was a little more objective. In fact, he was more objective than you in every stretch of the imagination. You just didn't like the show because all your quote-unquote favorite characters died. You said Tyrion's not your favorite. Oh, hey, that's fine. You know what? I don't like Daenerys. I've never really liked Daenerys. I just thought she was hot. Okay, I'll be the fucking lecturer and say that, oh, yeah, you know what? She was just kind of hot for me. But otherwise, I didn't care for her. Everybody else cares for her because, oh, dragons, whatever. You know what, dragons? I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Her story's been bland since fucking season What's a season she's been interesting in to me? Actually, so far she's been uninteresting to me. She's had episodes where she's been interesting, but not full-blown seasons. Season 3 is when she had her most moments, but otherwise I was like, I don't fucking care. And off the side, Boss gets it. I didn't get his full name, but Boss gets it. I believe he was the Australian man, the Australian guy that was in your channel. And as I mentioned before, a loyal follower will praise you when you need it and criticize you when you need it. They will not praise you when you want it and criticize you when you want it. They'll give shit to you when you need it, not when you want it. I know that firsthand, okay? You may not see it much in my channel. My channel may be small and minuscule compared to yours, but you know what? I've gotten criticism when I fucking needed it. And you know what I did? I fucking heeded that criticism. I took it into consideration. I didn't just bash it, bullshit it, and bury it 6 feet beneath the earth. I fucking took it into consideration. That is something that I did that you just don't seem to be capable of doing. Anyways, getting off my high horse there for a moment. Like I said, I'm going to be sub to you. I'm not unsubbing from you. Don't get me wrong. I may be bashing and bitching and complaining about what you're doing, but I'm not going to unsub from you. Nah, you've got more creative content to offer, and I've got other people to pursue for my Game of Thrones reviews. So either way, I'm still getting what I want. I'm still getting entertainment. I'm not going to unsub from you just because you don't fit a certain criteria to a certain genre, to a particular show. But again, more specific than a genre. You know what? I want to learn about, let's say, your archetype animes. You know what? I'm going to say sub to your channel just so I can learn about those archetype animes. And here's the thing. You talked about Game of Thrones seasons 3 and 4 being overhyped. The hype actually met the expectations because season 3 beat season 2 in terms of ratings and not sales. In terms of ratings and viewership. Season 4 beat season 3 in that regard, so therefore your argument's kind of null, void, doesn't exist, nobody gives a shit, HBO's making money, George R.R. Martin's making money, people are happy, nobody fucking cares. Artistically, Game of Thrones is doing fucking well. It may not be going verbatim to the novels, but you know what? You didn't read the fucking novels, so stop using the fucking novels like they're your fucking argument. You read the wiki, you said, oh, novel readers will expect this, this, and that, but you don't know why they will expect this, this, and that because you didn't read the goddamn novels, you goddamn cunt. Jesus fucking Christ, is it that fucking hard for you to grasp that? Just because you read the wiki doesn't mean you can speak on the same level as the fucking novel readers. Oh, I read the wiki up to A Dance with Dragons, therefore I know everything. No, you don't. You know what happens, but not why it happens. See, you got the knowledge, but you don't got the wisdom. Do you know what the difference between knowledge and wisdom is? Anybody in the comment section, let me know. If you know what the difference between wisdom and knowledge is, oh, please post that shit. Please post that shit. Because Otaku doesn't fucking know. Doesn't fucking know. And I know I've gone on for nearly 20 minutes, but goddamn, dude, you've just done... Listen, this is anger that has been... Not anger. This is criticism that has been pent up for 2 weeks now? Yeah, let's see. Episode 8 happened, then episode 9, then episode 10. Yeah, so 10 weeks. 2 weeks. And I'm not trying to come down on you for the sake of coming down on you. I'm coming down on you because you're fucking stupid. You're fucking wrong. You can hate the show because the show isn't what you like, but goddamn, dude, you just come down on other people. If you weren't coming down on other people, I wouldn't be making this fucking video. The reason why I'm coming down on you is because you come down on other people. I feel like I'm giving you a taste of your own goddamn medicine, you cunt. Fuck. Anyways. You say, oh. Oh, God, this is great. Speaking of hype, you started hating the show because it was so fucking popular. You're like, oh, the hype's just overliving the actual content of the show being presented. That makes you a fucking hipster. You deny being a hipster. Well, you know what I say? Alright, so you mentioned Dexter. Okay, you missed out on Dexter, but you more or less watched the abridged commentary so you know what happens at the end. Okay? You have no articulate value to any series on how you just read the summaries and wikis and whatevers. Just because you read the wiki does not mean you have the articulate value behind what is presented. God damn, did he... Alright. To be fair, I don't watch much anime, though I'm going to go off on a limb and assume, and anybody that disagrees with me, please correct me, but I'm going to assume that animes are not very deep in their philosophy and their story. And that's me going off watching Yu Yu Hakusho. Excuse me. Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon as a child. What other anime/mangas did I watch? Not that many, but I've never been an anime/manga guy. If there's a difference between the two. But you read the wiki and you assume you know everything that's going on. No. That ain't how it works. You know why it's happening, but not how it's happening. Difference between knowledge and wisdom. You know what's happening, but not how. You know the whys, the whats, the whos, but not the hows. So here's the thing, Otaku. Here's the thing. As angry and bitter as I have sound towards you and towards your... Actually, no, it's just been towards you, really. I will remain subscribed to you. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I disagree with everything you're fucking saying about this particular show. I'm gonna subscribe. Oh. No, I'm not one of those guys. I'm not one of those people. I'm going to stay subscribed to you because I feel like you can offer me good content. Just not with Game of Thrones. But everything else, otherwise, I would say, oh, hey, you know, if an anime's good, maybe it'll be worth subscribing to them, considering that, you know, you prefer white versus black, where the good guys are clear and the bad guys are clear, even though it's kind of the opposite if you could think about it, because you have the Night's Watch, which are black, versus the White Walkers, which are white, so it's kind of the opposite, so you don't agree with it because it's the opposite. Oh my god, it's a fucking mindfuck. Alright, so off my psychotic rage there. In all seriousness, I will stay subscribed to you. If you check your little list of subscriptions, you'll see that my name's still there. Luca Blight 69. Yeah, still there. Still there, still saying that, you know what, I'll give objective views, although I am banned from your live streams until further notice, which is fine, because I understand why you banned me in the first place. I'm not even being sarcastic there. I understand why you banned me. I looked at what I said when you decided to ban me at that immediate moment, and I was like, shit. I swore a little too much. I didn't give enough, criticism. I was swearing too much, not giving enough criticism. I totally get it. I'm not, anybody in the comment section that, you know, faults him for that, stop. Don't do it, because I accept that I'm banned from his live streams until further notice. No, I totally get it. Excuse me, I just drank a Dr. Pepper in between breaks. Well, you know, when I pause the video. But I get it. So, Otaku, I ask you to unban me, but you know what? If you don't unban me, I understand why. I was vulgar, I was pretty offensive in that regard. It's totally fine. But, on that note, you can't censor me here now, can you? No, you can't. And you can't make me unsubscribe from you. However, that being said, I'm not going to fucking troll your videos. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that immature. Okay, my subscribers know me. I'm a Let's Player / used to be movie critic / used to be game critic. I need to get back into the game criticism. Movie criticism, I can say that, yeah, I'm done with that, but game criticism I can get back into. But my subs will know that I don't particularly troll anybody's channel. And, you know, with regards to the drama in the Ranchers community, which I won't get into, I'm playing the neutral card, and anybody and everybody can attest to that. So that being said, Otaku, stick to what you're good at, dude. Stick to what you know, stick to what you're good at, stick to what you know what to do with. If Game of Thrones just isn't your thing, hey, it's not your thing, dude. That's all good. I mean, if you want to talk about Faithful, I just called you out for every which way possible thing I could ever call you out for, but I'm still saying, hey, I'll stay subscribed to you and check out your content. That's what a faithful person does. Not agree with you because it's convenient, not disagree with you because it's inconvenient. Tell you how you really are. Call you out for what you are. And what you are, well, I'll leave that up to the commentators down below. For those of you looking for Let's Plays on games that I've done, I'm LucaBlight69. For everyone else, hello.